Okay, good morning, sir, and everyone. This time, my name is Gres Afrianda. My number is B1024201042. My condition is good, and this morning I will uh, explain about chapter 20, where is we talk about incentive plans and executive compensation. The first, before we start, let we know about variable pay. Variable pay, also called incentive, is compensation that can be linked to individual, group, or team, and or organization performance. And then the philosophy foundation of incentive rests on several basic assumptions. The first, some jobs contribute more to organization success than others. And second, some people perform better and are more productive than others. The third, employee who perform better shall receive more compensation. And the last one is many employee total compensation shall be tied directly to perform and result. And the next is about developing success pay for performance plans. Key reason that many employers adopt these plans are as follow. The first is link strategic business goals and employee performance. Second, enhance organizational result and reward employee financial for their contribution. And the third, recognize different level of employee performance through different reward. And last one is achieve HR objective such as increasing retention, reducing turnover, recognizing training, and rewarding safety. In industry, the economic can change start from industry itself and employee. And among variable pay program, employee can have a greater sharing of the gain or decline in organizational performance result. Variable pay plans can be considered successful if they meet the objective the organizational had for them when they were initiated, and if they work with organizational culture and the financial reserve of the organization. And the first, the success of any incentive pay program relies on its consistency with the culture of the organization. For example, if organization in is autocrated and adheres to traditional rules and foster an incentive system that reward flexibility and teamwork, is likely to fall in such a case. The incentive plan has been planned in the wrong growing environment. And the second, variable pay system should be tied as much as possible to desired performance. Employees must see a direct relation between their effort and their financial and non-financial reward, as the HR perspective illustrate. Because people tend to produce what is measured and reward, organization must make sure that what is being rewarded is clearly linked to what is needed. And the last one is variable pay plan. May be complex or simple, but it will be successful only if employees understand what they have to do to be rewarded. The more complicated a plan is, the more difficult it will be to communicate it meaningful to employee. We move. There is global variable pay, where in Europe, Asia, and Latin America, more than 80% of management professionals and general staff are eligible for broad-based variable pay plans. Many programs are similar to do at US based on company, but global program must accommodate cultural, legal, and economic difference. A company may have a varying strategy such as growing market share or increasing the bottom line. But the strategy frequently work out different goals in different geographical regions. Also, laws and regulation differ from one country to the next. And the second metric for variable pay plans, various metrics can be used depending on the nature of the plan and the goal set for it. A common metric for incentive plans is return on investment. One firm, like example like for group, has developed an ROI estimator for its hospital pay for performance plan on health care activity such as heart bypass, angioplasty, and other. And the successful and failure of variable pay plans. There is some attempt at incentive have success while others have not. Incentive do work, but they are not punished because their success depend on multiple factor. Individuals see incentive as desirable, they are likely to put part of the extra effort to attain the performance objective that trigger the incentive payout. But not all employees believe that they are rewarded when doing a good job, and not all employees are motivated by their employee incentive plans. One factor that can lead to failure of variable pay plan is having an incentive plan that is too complex for employee and management to understand. Providing a variable pay plan that will be successful require significant continued effort. And next is three category of variable pay. There are advantages and disadvantages to each. The first is individual incentives are given to reward the effort and performance of individual. Second, the most common group or team incentive are gain sharing or goal sharing plans, in which the employee on a team that meet certain goal, as measured against performance target, share in the gain. Often, such program focus on quality improvement, cost reduction, and other measurable results. Organizational incentive reward people according to performance result of this inter-organizational. And the last one, the individual incentive. Individual incentive. There is condition necessary for the use individual incentive plans are as follow. The first, individual performance must be identified. The performance of each individual must be measured and identified because each employee has job responsibility and tasks that can be separated from those of other people. Second, individual competitive must be desired because individuals generally pursue the incentive for themselves. Competition among employees often occurs. Therefore, independent competition in which some individual win and others do not must be something the employee can tolerate. And the last one about individual is individual must be interested in original culture. The culture of organization must be one that emphasizes individual growth, achievement, and reward. If organization emphasize teamwork and cooperation, that individual incentive may be counterproductive. And we move about group or team incentive. There is the use of group or team organization has implication for incentive compensation. Although the use of group or team has increased substantially in the past few years, the question of how to compensate their member equitable remains as a significant challenge. The team incentive can take form of either cash bonus for the team or item other than money, such as merchandise or trip. But group incentive situation may place social pressure on a member of the group, a point in the group success or fail. Therefore, some argue that the team incentive should be given to the team member equally, although not everyone agree. Decision of a group team plan, there is distribution of group team incentive, timing, and the last one is decision making about group or team incentive amount. And we move about group team incentive challenge. There is general manager view the concept of people working in group or team as beneficial, but to a large extent, many employees still expect to be paid according to individual performance. Until this individual is recognized and compensation program that are few are more equitable by more team member are developed. Caution shall be used when creating and implementing group or team incentive. Type of group or team incentive. The first group or team result pay plan for group or team may reward all members equally on the basis of group output, cost saving, or quality improvement. Second, grind sharing. The system of sharing with employee rather than expect gains in profit and or productivity. And that one is about group or team incentive and information sharing, such as gain sharing program provide money to be used as a cash bonus employee based on cost saving from implementing employee idea. And we move about organizational incentive. There is profit sharing, development of objectivity of profit sharing. Plan can include the following. The first, increase productivity and organizational performance and attract or attract employee, improve product service quality, and the last one is enhance employee morale. Sales compensation. Type of sales compensation is commission plan is salary only. Some company pay sales people only a salary. Straight commission or widely used individual incentive system in sale. Job in is the commission which is commission can put as a percentage of sale in unit or dollar. And sales commission challenge. There is technology and sales compensation program because internet-based software has helped employee administer program and post result daily, weekly, or monthly. Salespeople can use this information to track the result. The second, sales performance metric. Successful using variable sales compensation require establishing clear performance criteria and measure. And about executive compensation. Executive compensation must be viewed as total package composed of salary, bonus benefit, perquisited or paid, and both short and long-term performance-based incentive. Element of executive compensation, which is the first executive salary, which is salary of executive vary by the type of job, size of organization, industry, and other factor. Second, executive benefit. Many execute are covered by regular benefit plan. They are also available to the non-executive employee, including traditional retirement, health insurance, and vacation plans. And the third, executive perquisites. In addition to the regular benefit received by all employees, perquisites often are received by executive. And the fourth, annual executive incentive and bonus. Annual executive incentive and bonus for senior manager and executive can be determined in several ways. And the last one is long-term executive performance incentive. Executive performance based incentive tie executive compensation to the long-term growth and success of the organization. The reasonable of executive compensation is often justified by comparison to compensation market survey, but this survey usually provide a range of compensation that they require interpretation. And the last one point about common executive compensation criticism. One major concern voiced by many critics is that base pay and bonus of CEO are often set by the member of board compensation committee, many of whom are CEO or executive of other company with similar compensation package. Also, the compensation advisor and consultant to the CEO often collect large fees, and critic chart that use fees distort the objectivity of the advice given. To counter criticism, some corporations have changes the composition of the compensation committee by taking action such as prohibiting insider company officers from stepping under them. Also, some have empower the compensation of committee to hire and pay compensation consultant without involving executive management. And that's all from me about incentive plan and executive compensation. Thank you and stay healthy.